everyone, and welcome to another thing of Big Talk. We are rolling. I am the host, I don't know, Waddy McFly. It's been a while. So today we're going to talk about classic or childhood favorite games. A lot of you liked the 90s talk we did last week. If you haven't seen it, check it out.
Nostalgia. I'm Mago, by the way.
This is Mago, and this is... Hayden.
Darth Hater.
Darth Hater.
So today we're going to talk about video games. So let's talk. Let's list some games that we've played in the past that have inspired us today.
Toe Jam and Earl.
Toe Jam and Earl. I've never.
That reminds me of
classic Sega Genesis.
Earthworm Jim.
Yeah.
Okay, Earthworm Jim was.
Toe Jam and Earl was like a classic. That's one of my favorites.
Or did you guys ever play the Real Monsters
yeah.
game?
Yeah. I hated switching between characters but you had to so frequently because some of them couldn't do what the other ones could. I hated it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I liked the game, but it was hard.
I was hardcore addicted to Sonic.
Yeah.
Like I had Sonic Pinball, had Sonic 1, 2, 3, Sonic 3D.
See, I never got into
Sonic and Tails. Any other ones?
Zombies and My Neighbors.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I love Zombies.
Way retro, but did you guys ever play Paperboy?
Yeah.
I was just talking to Arthur about that today. Like when that weird hand would come out of the gutter and like grab your bicycle and stuff.
Spy versus Spy. Did you guys play that one? That was fun. Let's see, what else was there?
Worms! Did you ever play Worms?
Was fun. And I love the soldier game. I don't know what it's called.
It's called...
Not the army soldier one, not that
No,
one.
it's the one where you're like the toys, right?
No.
Oh.
Not that one. There was another one where like you picked your dudes. I'll have to look it up. But you picked your dudes and like you can have a grenader or all machine guns and you all fight your...
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Vector Man or Vector
I love Vector Man.
Sweet. But it was apparently one of the hardest games of all time.
Yeah, it's super hard.
It is super hard.
I love playing it though.
Yeah. I played the first 2 levels probably like 60 times.
Nice. Yep. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Man,
that one was great.
I know. We can go forever, but I love those kind of games. Okay, let's move up. That's like way back. But like, let's go to like 64.
There is only one game that totally ruled my life, and everyone should know this, but it's Zelda. Oh
classic,
man!
No matter what, no matter when it came out, they're all good.
I had 3. There was Zelda, obviously, but I more liked.
Don't say what I think you're gonna say.
I didn't like Majora's Mask.
Oh, okay, good. Ocarina?
Yeah, Ocarina.
Yeah, Ocarina is the best one.
Yeah, that one. I liked GoldenEye. I played that all the time.
GoldenEye was exciting.
Oh gosh, I hated GoldenEye.
Oh, I
really?
I liked it, but okay, so I went to a daycare once that one of my relatives works for, and I died 92 times in a row by a bunch of little 10-year-olds when I was like 14. I was like, are you serious?
So fun. I just
That
loved all the little
great.
modes.
I like when
big
you die.
Mode, and then like you had like paintball mode and all the golden gun mode, and then like
Golden Gun was
and then like when you shot them like anywhere, like they would react. Like if you shot them in the hand, they're like or if you shot them in the, they'd be like
Yeah.
You know what else I liked? Pokemon Snap. I love that.
Did you ever play Hey You Pikachu?
Yes,
where you get the
I
microphone
did.
on your controller and you sit for hours just yelling at Pikachu?
I know.
I didn't.
After like a week, I was like, I told Pikachu to do everything he needed to, and then it was like,
because I was a raunchy little kid, Pikachu didn't like my language. I don't think.
That's weird.
Except he'd give you that smile like, what are you saying to me? You want me to eat this little apple here?
Okay, so what was like, if you could pick one game, what was one game that was like, yes, I like video games?
Well, the first video game that I ever played, and this did not spark I'm gonna play video games for the rest of my life, but like, the first game that I remember sitting and playing with my family on a console was when we got the Super Nintendo, and we played Wheel of Fortune on Christmas. And I sucked at it because I was like, I don't know, 7 maybe, so I didn't know anything, but as far as like gaming, honestly, it wasn't necessarily a game as much as it was the consoles itself, or the idea of video games.
What console? Like, obviously...
Nintendo 64.
Yeah, gotcha.
You know what I played a lot on the GameCube? was Kirby's Air Ride.
Kirby.
That game was so much fun.
And then I played all the Zeldas on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wind Waker was pretty cool. But...
Yeah, I was pretty hardcore Nintendo with my childhood. I had a PlayStation 2.
Well, you had to be. Everything was... Well, you had Sega, but like...
Sega Genesis was
Dreamcast
one of my
kinda
favorite consoles.
My game... Well, obviously Sonic was a big one, but the game that really was like, wow, video games can do things and like kind of tell a story was actually, besides Zelda, but going back before Zelda, it was probably Earthworm Jim.
That was a good game.
I was really obsessed with Earthworm Jim. And actually, that would lead me to my next question. What was the first game you ever beaten? Mine was Earthworm Jim because the cool worlds and the crazy characters and the cool bosses and like that was the one thing that I was like, I would, like you were saying, I would pause and I don't care. I'd go eat, I'd come back and I'd play that game. And that was the game that I beat. I don't even think I beat the Zelda, or I did beat the Zelda game. The Sonic game, which seems weird because they seem really easy. But
I beat Sonic, they're not easy towards the
Okay,
end.
see.
Dr. Robotnik is...
They're really hard towards me.
He's words I will not say on camera.
Yeah.
The first game that I beat, I honestly don't know, because I have such a bad attention span with video games where I'll be like, all right, this is great, now I'm bored, so let's play something
On to
else.
the next one.
I think, honestly, I can't even remember the name of it, but it was one of those fighting games, and one of the characters was like a raptor, and... Killer Instinct, yeah. I think that I fought through that first. I don't know
You're
if that's
gonna love the
necessarily
new one
beating
then,
the
probably.
game. Maybe, I don't know, I haven't played it for years.
You were saying, Megan.
Well, gee, Watson, I was talking about Sonic the Hedgehog. So, when I was really little, there was one, it was probably like the level, maybe 1 or 2 levels before like the very last boss, which was terribly hard. But you're in like this airplane, and you know how Tails never quite catches up to you sometimes? Mm-hmm. It would get to a point where like he's driving the plane.
Dude,
and you
I
have to
know
leave
that
him.
level.
Yeah, like you have to leave Tails, and I literally started crying as a kid. I loved Tails. Like Tails and Yoshi were like 2 of the most adorable characters, and I just loved them.
See, I never played as them because I am the oldest of my family. The rest of my siblings played as Luigi or Tails.
Yeah, I was always Tails when my sister would play, and then my little cousin was always Tails when I would play. Like it was always like the younger kid got screwed out of the good characters. But at least they were
to be honest, as I got older, I wanted to play as Luigi because I was like, Luigi is so much cooler than Mario. Why?
Speaking of that, I have a really funny. I just had a memory when I was a kid. My family has a home video of me as a little kid when like I'm playing NES and like I'm playing Mario and I'm like all excited, and then my mom leaves to go film like a Halloween party and she comes back and I'm just throw the control down. I'm like, ah! And she's like, what's wrong? I'm like, it's stupid and it's wheeled.
There's a good thing to branch off on. Do you guys get like pissed off at video games?
Sometimes.
Oh my gosh, it depends on the game. Jurassic Park on Sega Genesis was so hard, and I hated that. Ghostbusters was alright, but that one made me mad too. But the only games I really get mad about, like, I already mentioned one, and Call of Duty, I don't know.
I get, as you guys have seen, I get really into my video games. But when I play Halo, this is going a little bit newer. When the first Halo came out, I loved it, and I would play it all the time. And that was the first time that my mom had ever heard me like rapid succession swearing, screaming at the TV.
Nothing sucks more than having someone in your sights and then just getting shot by someone else.
Well, it wasn't even online at this point. Like I was like, oh, I'm good enough at this game. I'll play on Legendary, which eventually, I was good enough to beat it all. But you know, she walks downstairs. I'm like, oh, these covenants are such beep 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 beep. I got grounded.
Oh yeah.
Every time, like when I play video games, no matter how I'm feeling about it, I'm like this. I look so bored and so concentrated, but no matter how, I could be super excited, but I just look totally calm.
It goes in phases for me. First, I'll start off playing and I'll be all happy, and I'll start yelling a little bit more, and then when I really get down to concentrate, I'm just like that too.
I'm completely.
We did that when we played Call of Duty. Like we got to wave 4, and I was like,
I was like that playing Last of Us. I was just like the whole time because it was so intense.
I still haven't beat that.
You need to beat it.
Because I'm sitting in that room with that giant freaker.
You can say that. Fricker. That's fine.
Now
we're getting a little
fungus.
too.
Yeah.
Now we're getting a little too ahead.
Yeah, let's go on.
Okay, let's talk about how about you pick one game that you wish that they would remake, or a game that you've played in your childhood that still continued on that you hope they make more for like the next generation.
Ooh, you know what I hope they stop making?
Land Before Time.
They're still making those?
I think so. I think they're on like 28.
What? Ew. No, I was gonna say, and I think a lot of people will get mad at this, and this will be like confused, but I think they should stop making Zelda games.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because the
That's
next ones that are
interesting
coming
coming
out, I know, that's what I thought too, but like, I just haven't seen anything that I've been impressed with.
They
Like,
should
I'm not gonna go
stop
out and buy a
making Call of
Nintendo
Duty
DS.
games.
They should also stop making Halo games. There's nowhere to go with
They
them
just need
anymore.
to. It's just the same game over and over and over again, no matter what they're doing. It's just not appealing to me anymore.
I think it's a good idea to just do a different style of games. Like Bungie's now doing, it still kind of has
Just
that Halo
branch out.
feel-ish, but like they're doing something new.
I feel like they just rely on the moneymaker and they just keep pushing them out, and they don't need to. But
Sorry, we
back
got
to your
sidetracked
back
again.
to your
Yes.
question. I was gonna say Tomb Raider, but since they already remade that,
And it was a
I
good
was
game.
so excited. And the sequel just got announced, or the second game just got announced, and I'm so
Sweet.
excited. So as long as they keep moving in a good direction, then I'm okay with that.
One thing, and this will not shock you, that I played this like when I was in elementary school and like all the way through middle school and up to high school and up till now, is the Grand Theft Autos.
Yeah.
Not
And
surprised.
as we all know, the new Grand Theft Auto 5 is about to come out. If you haven't seen those trailers, you need to watch them because holy crap.
I'm not a huge GTA fan, but I pre-ordered it yesterday because it looks really cool.
Yeah, it looks super sweet. So
I
I'm
will
excited
buy
for that.
I will buy that over Call of Duty Ghosts,
And see, like, they did a cool thing where, like, so the third one, and so they're revisiting where they already revisited where the third one took place. Like, it took place in the same city, but just in a different time period, which totally changed the gameplay to super awesome. And then now they're doing it with San Andreas. This is technically where Grand Theft Auto 5 is going to take place. And that's a cool idea, too. Like, they go back, so, I get this feeling of, oh yeah, I used to play in this city when I was a kid, but now it's bigger and there's tons more stuff to do. Just the fact that you
it's
can
not
drive
just-
airplanes again.
It's not just San Andreas too. Like there's a bunch of different places you can go. At least that's what I was reading.
Yeah. I mean, there's a whole bunch of desert and terrain and stuff like that. I'm really excited, and so, yeah, I think that's. Unless you have anything else you want to say.
I know there's more.
Really, all that comes from me right now is just games that I'm looking forward to. But
Yeah, but you said someone that Star Wars. No, not Old Republic.
The other public?
No.
there.
Jedi Outcast.
The one that's Jedi Outcast. The other ones were cool
that's
too.
cool.
The ones before that were cool, but Jedi Outcast, I love.
And Jedi Academy.
That's what I was. Outcast Jedi Academy, yes.
If another Star Wars game that I want to see made or remade was, I can't remember exactly what it's called. It's not Republic Commando, but it's where you get your own squad, and you've got like the 5 stormtroopers. It's not Republic Commando, is it? Maybe it is Republic Commando.
We'll find out. But cool.
Yeah, that's all I have.
Well, that's it for us, but enough of our jibber jabber. We don't want to hear from us. We're weird. We want to hear from you guys. So comment below what your favorite games were growing up as a kid. Maybe it was that typing Mario game that taught you how to type. I don't know. Who knows?
I don't remember that.
I'm
Yeah,
getting
I
really
love
good
that
at reading the comments too, so I'll reply to you.
Yeah,
I
please, we
promise.
reply back, except for Megan. So,
Except for Megan, because her phone doesn't let her.
so
I'm
thank
gonna
you
try.
guys. Thank you guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.